Hey you, have you been enjoying the DA bosses?
Eradicate all evil.
Okay, then let me really ask you. Are Zenless Zone Zero's deadly assault bosses improving? This video will just be me talking about what makes a good DA boss and if it's getting better or not, excluding shield defense. Before we dive deep into this topic, we must establish the main points. The first one being movesets and mechanics we need to learn in order to maximize our damage. Season 1 has fairly simple bosses with simple mechanics and movesets. A prime example would be Pompeii, the favorite boss for many players that also had a short return in 3.0. The simple mechanic this boss presented was... But wait, there's more to it than that. From his description, every defensive assist or chain attack increases your agent's crit damage. You'll also get 350 points for every defensive assist. Veteran players know how to maintain this stack, and even casual players can learn fairly easily. Now, from here, you'll notice he's super simple and easy to understand his mechanics. Of course, that's because he's a 1-point version boss. Let's go to a 2-point version boss. Primordial Nightmare. This boss takes less damage from anomaly teams. Switching miasmic phases and agents get more crit damage from stacks. This boss also has control skills where you have to time your defensive assist to get the performance points. Her moveset is also pretty fast if you're not paying close attention. You can see a difference between these two. That is, reduced damage and complexity. Pompeii, you just need to parry or chain attack. As the story goes on, more complex bosses will show up to make the game more interesting. Easier said than done. Many players had some form of struggle on certain bosses that didn't need to be so annoying. Let's move on to the second main point, invulnerability phases. A phase where the boss can't take damage for a period of time. A good example for this would be the Thrall. This boss isn't difficult to score, but the problems with this guy is he has air time, a total of 36 seconds, mind you. This counts as an invulnerable phase too because we aren't dealing damage while he's up there. The first 10 seconds of this boss is just him flying around, and once he goes down, you have to parry and get 1500 performance points, which is fine. Then we have the 20-second parry sequence for his miasma phase. Another thing is Sobek. This dog doesn't allow any anomaly or stun days, despite being suitable for stunners. This sparked a lot of hate back in his debut, though I guess this was a good thing to challenge players to take a step back and think of strategy. A somewhat good invulnerability phase is actually Vesper. She's not at all complicated. Her double resistance is another annoying factor. But anyways, she has 2 parry control skills, which can be considered as invulnerable. The first one is around 7 seconds, the second one being around 8. This is good, actually, ignoring the fact she has 2 control skills, but still, it's a healthy amount of invulnerability to let the player lock in and focus. Most players favor a character over the other for a specific boss, like the honorable mention for this video, character-specific bosses. Players have noticed a trend. Whenever a new boss comes out, a newly introduced character can mostly perform better against a certain boss compared to others. This isn't worth its own chapter because it depends on your own individual skill, understanding of the game mechanics, and investment on your characters. Lastly, the most important factor when it comes to Deadly Assault bosses is a question. Was the boss fun? In every game, fun is what attracts the player's attention before going on to being competitive. In Zenless Zone Zero, however, endgame bosses need to have some sort of fun aspect to get the players hooked in. I'm happy to include the latest boss of 3.1 in his debut, Gertab Zulu Stagnant Aberrant. This boss has some enjoyable movesets, while also some challenges for the players. His first phase is an invulnerable phase where you have to deal big damage or parry to impair and get him out of the phase. Then he goes through a transformation that you can still deal damage to. Next is a control skill phase that takes 4 seconds. Probably the fast one we've seen. After the first stun, another phase where you need to deal a good amount of damage to break him out of it. This looks bad, but it's actually really good. It tests whether you've managed your resources well during the fight and your character's individual damage. Even if you accidentally let him recover the full bar, it's not as strong as the first one. The daze for this boss is a bit tougher. Stun characters might have some trouble. But all in all, I like this boss. We have arrived at the end of the video. My personal opinion regarding the question from earlier, I will say yes, they are improving, but you know, there are some ups and downs. It's the natural cycle of progress. It's good to experiment. Just be prepared to expect some controversy since not everyone is nice.